The roll volley enables you to be aggressive on balls that are a little bit lower. It is a little bit higher level shot, but once you try it and you see how well it works for you, it's a shot that you'll find you're going to be able to use a lot. So what I mean by roll volley is the ball's going to take a rolling path as it goes, a top spin for tennis players. I can take a ball that's lower in this zone, which typically wouldn't be a volley. I can still take that out of the air, and if I roll up on it, I can make that ball go deeper. Because remember, my goal is to keep my opponents on the baseline, the losing line. I want to stay here on the kitchen line, the winning line. So if I get a low ball and I'm thinking all I can do with that is drop it short, I'm going to show you that you could actually be aggressive with that and hit it deep. So the technique on a roll volley is you're going to take the paddle down because it's got to get below the level of the ball because you want to brush up the back of it. So the paddle's going to drop and it's going to just come straight up like this along the back of the ball. Again, I'm using my shoulder, not my elbow, not my wrist. Some people think with this ball what they have to do is flip their wrist. That's going to make the ball dive. It could go in the net. It's going to go over there. You don't have a lot of control. But if I can take here and just brush up the back, I can place that ball wherever I want to put it. And I can make it go deeper. Then if I'm here and I punch, I can't really do a lot. But if I'm here and I roll, I can just, with very little movement, make that ball go deep. Backhand side, one-handed backhand rolls are kind of a little more difficult. Maybe Ben Johns doesn't think so, but most people do. Dropping the paddle the same and coming up. When I hit rolls on the backhand, I typically use two hands. So I'm going to drop and roll up with two hands. But if you can practice this shot and see the result of your opponent not being able to get in, that's going to be your advantage. A lot of people think when that ball's low, they just hit kind of a short ball back, and with that, they just invited their opponents in where they had them where they wanted them, in the back. So practice this. If you're a little confused of what that motion of brushing up the back of the ball looks like or can feel like, you can go up to a net or a fence and just take your paddle and start it low and brush it up, low to high. This is the motion your paddle is taking. And if you look closely on the film of me hitting these balls, you'll see very little movement in my paddle. It's from here, boom, here, boom.